The massive pay-for-play college admission scandal that rocked Hollywood now going international. We have just learned a Chinese national, a foreigner from China, paid $6.5 million to get his daughter into Stanford University. Wow. Wow. I mean, joining me right now is Fox Nation host Britt McHenry and Campus Reform contributor Emma Meshell. Good to see you both. What the heck is going on? Are you telling me that somehow all our universities, and quite a few of them were named in the Fed's case involving Lori Loughlin and company, our universities are for sale to the highest bidder, and, the Chinese have money. $6.5 million, Britt McHenry, to get into Stanford?
It's crazy. And I want to know how Lori Loughlin, apparently now we're looking at, we were talking about this, got the raw end of the deal. If she's only paying $500,000, this man clearly has the money and spent it. If I was the child, I would rather just say, hey, give me the $6.5 million instead of getting me into a college institution. But it is big business, Trish. When I was looking into this, counselors or people who work in this field with Rick Singer, who operated all of these scandals and these pay-for-play situations, they charge $50,000, $350,000, up to some cases $1 million for legal counseling, trying to help kids get into college. If you're paying that much money and it's considered the legal way, in addition to the illegal way, which you're seeing, then maybe you shouldn't be going to college or to that university. Maybe you should go to a trade school, find other avenues.
Bothers me about all this? I'm looking at it and I'm saying, wait a second. I thought school was supposed to be a meritocracy, right? Like the best kids get in. I get, they want their they want a portfolio of students that are diverse, and this one plays that sport and this one is a violinist, and various diversity factors, right, that you want. Okay, I got that. But now you're introducing who can pay, and look, there's a lot of billionaires in China. I'm sure they can pay. And in this particular case, you had a guy who was introduced through some financial money circles, and he was introduced via some private net worth advisors to a college counselor who would get his daughter into Stanford for $6.5 million. I mean, Emma, we're for sale? Our colleges are now for sale to the Chinese?
Well, you would think that a wealthy businessman would know that this is a ridiculous investment, because it's pretty crazy to expect a college graduate to make $6 million back plus extra.
But they don't care, right? I mean, that's part of it. They don't care. They're just like, oh, I want to see my daughters at Stanford.
It's all about the label, and it's all about going to a, quote, good school. And what we know in this country is that you have to create value. You have to have merits to earn money. You don't just become a high achiever just because you get into or you go to a good school.
But I'm bothered about the China thing. You know what I mean? Look, it happened here in America with Lori Loughlin, as you just pointed out as well, and plenty of others. But now, you've got school's competitive enough, right? And we want to educate as many Americans as we can. And now we're taking kids that maybe aren't so smart from China just because their parents can foot the bill to Ivy League institutions? I mean, what is that saying about the state of education, which we know is not great right now, Britt?
That it's a sham in a lot of ways. In addition to, as you have covered, and I applaud you for that extensively, the student loan debt problem we have with 44 million Americans dealing with that $1.5 trillion in debt. So that's an issue that we see Elizabeth Warren pandering to, and some presidential hopefuls
I'll tell you how you fix that. You know how you fix that? Yeah. You say no more Perkins loans. Yeah. We're not going to lend money. Seriously. We're not going to create this artificial market. That's why you have so much inflation in education, because the government's there ready, willing, and able to write people checks. And so you take out these loans, and suddenly, what do you know? The price of education just keeps going up, 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 up.
Yeah, and what I find crazy as well is that in this situation with Stanford, they claimed that the daughter, or the child, was a sailor. Like, it's all of the rowing, it's all these athletics that they don't really participate in. They're not athletes, to get them into these schools. And Stanford is claiming they never received the money. Somebody got that money.
Somebody did.
We're not that stupid. So that's a problem I have with these stories as well.
Emma? Last thought to you.
I mean, apart from how unfair this is, this really just shows that we have a disordered view of college in America, and we need to be teaching young people that there are many ways to become a high earner.
Apparently they have a disordered view of it in China as well.
Yes, it has gone worldwide.
Indeed. Good to see you guys. Britt, Emma, thank you so much. Coming up, more of my exclusive interview with the President of the United States, and why Trish Regan Primetime will continue staying on the Venezuela story. We'll be right back.